Incredible India. Every year 11 million foreign tourists are coming to India, which is growing at a rate of 3.5%. In fact, the tourism industry contributes to about 9% of India's GDP. This unfortunately has come to a temporary halt due to the pandemic. But there is hope. Hospitality evangelist, Dr. Suborno Bose, also founder of IIHM, the International Institute of Hotel Management, is grateful to the United Nations World Tourism Organization for promoting the theme Tourism for Inclusive Growth during World Tourism Day on 27 September 2021. IIHM pledges to remain strongly committed to reviving the tourism industry post-COVID. This time, we ought to give the floor to all marginalized groups and the most vulnerable who have been hit hardest of all. Discover our own country first. Local tours of forts, palaces, heritage sites help generate income for the local tour guides. Experience local homestays or traditional hotels where you can deeply explore its local food, culture, and language. It is a surreal experience to share food with them and listen to their endless stories by the bonfire. Indian food is like Indian culture, extremely diverse. So bring out the Desi in you and visit local restaurants and try out the local delicacies. Also visit local markets, souvenirs, jewelry, clothes, handicrafts. Take your pick, for the variety is endless. Well, this provides income and encouragement to the local art and artisans. Yellow taxis or handpull rickshaws synonymous to the city of joy. The houseboat in the picturesque backwaters of Kerala, India has much to offer to the domestic traveler while promoting local tourism. Atithi Devo Bhava, meaning guest is God. This phrase and its meaning had become an important practice since the times of ancient India, and even today it serves as the country's philosophy to promote tourism.
Greetings from all of us on the World Tourism Day 2021. At IIHM, we are completely committed to the Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations World Tourism Organization. And in this historic occasion, on the World Tourism Day 2021, all the campuses of IIHM are celebrating this as a day of inclusivity through the tourism. The concept and the theme of inclusivity is so important during these difficult times, because we need to tell people that tourism is for everyone. At IIHM, we are absolutely delighted to be a part of the SDG goals of the United Nations WTO. Our goal number 2, zero hunger, has been embraced by IIHM over the last 5 years now, and all our campuses throughout the India and in Thailand as well, we do the zero hunger as one of the goal that we have embraced in a very, very big way. Our food soldiers, the students of IIHM, has always been a part of this zero hunger goal that we have adopted and embraced from the SDGs. We are very proud to inaugurate our new IIHM Global Centre for Tourism and Hospitality Research, which officially would be inaugurated by His Excellency, the Secretary General of United Nations World Tourism Organization, Zorab Polilaski. And it's a great honor and privilege for all of us at IIHM, because this center will actually research on the ways and means of how we can revive tourism, how we can bring the tourism and hospitality industry back in the rails. I'm very happy to announce that on this very historic and auspicious occasion of the World Tourism Day, 27th of September 2021, we as an educational institute is looking beyond just teaching. Our institution, we believe that the education transcends the boundary. As the entire country of Afghanistan is right now under tremendous trauma and turmoil, and young people there are undergoing such traumatic time, we have decided to run programs and online courses for the young people of Afghanistan totally free of cost, to keep them motivated and keep them engaged. Also, IIHM is going to honor and felicitate over 50 teachers from the schools of Afghanistan. These teachers are doing such an exemplary job in spite of the war, in spite of all the tension and all the traumatic things happening all over the country. They are still teaching. They make sure that education never stops. So we really salute and congratulate the teachers of Afghanistan.
This year, the theme of this World Tourism Day is Tourism for Inclusive Growth, and this is a very good thing because it doesn't speak about the figures or anything. It speaks about the inclusiveness, that when because the tourism industry is trying to revive, it is doing much better. Then it is trying to include everybody in this growth so that many people get the benefit of the growth in the tourism industry. In this World Tourism Day, IIHM has associated with UNWTO to celebrate the World Tourism Day on 27th of September. We are having a week-long celebration. Our students are involved in the celebration of the World Tourism Day. We are having different talk show. We are having different like the students are going to different tourism sectors, and they are trying to showcase their city, the small cities. They are showcasing the tourism places of their city. This is kind of awareness we are trying to create among our students.
How has tourism helped you and us grow? Tourism generates opportunities for all. Innovation, investment, and digital transformation. To celebrate this, we're marking 2021 World Tourism Day as the year of Tourism for Inclusive Growth.
Around 1 in 10 people around the world are employed in the tourism industry. But due to COVID, tourism has declined. People are not traveling as much, and this affects the people who are working in the industry. The marginalized groups and the most vulnerable have been hit the hardest of all. The UNWTO has therefore designated the World Tourism Day 2021 as a day to focus on tourism for inclusive growth. So this is a great way to remind people on the importance of tourism. All the workers in the hotels, restaurants, cruise ships, aviation, tour guides, event coordinators, souvenir store employees are part of this ecosystem. The restart of tourism will help kickstart recovery and growth. It is essential that the benefits this will bring are enjoyed widely and fairly. Let us all work towards tourism for inclusive growth and ensure that nobody is left behind as the world begins to open up again.
IIHM, belonging to this fraternity under the visionary of our dear chairman, mentor, Dr. Suborno Bose, have come forward, joined hands with the world of tourism and trying to implement all such possible ways to keep the sustainability goals alive and work together, contributing towards the tourism for inclusive growth.
Tourism is a very holistic industry, meaning it always includes and involves the society wherever tourism has set its roots in, which makes a lot of sense for the theme of this year's World Tourism Day, and that is tourism for inclusive growth, because tourism is always inclusive of the community that comes with it.
This year, on the 27th of September 2021, the United Nations World Tourism Organization focuses on tourism with inclusive growth. So who's the spotlight on this year? The spotlight is on the women who make a large part of the tourism sector. The spotlight is also on the unpaid, low-skill, low-paid people who make about 57% in India of the entire tourism sector. The women too are part of this. The spotlight is also on the youth. The youth, because they are the ones who will take our heritage, our culture forward, and they need to be made aware of what our culture, what our heritage, and what is in store for them.
We can say that tourism sector is a highly focused towards facilitating the education and training in a wider aspect by encouraging the students in last few decades. Number of students studying in abroad has increased throughout the world with important outcome for host universities, host countries as well as students themselves. Technology in tourism industry is most important because travel technology can help businesses to streamline their process. If we also talk about the education and training, then we can encourage the students to gain the insight and the knowledge about the different professions related to the tourism industry like food and beverages, accommodation, transportation, and connected industries and tourism organizations, etc., etc.
UNWTO has therefore designated the World Tourism Day 2021 as a day to focus on tourism for inclusive growth. This is an opportunity to look beyond tourism statistics and acknowledge that behind every number, there is a person. UNWTO invites its member states as well as the non-member states, UN agencies, businesses, and individuals to celebrate tourism's unique ability to ensure that nobody is left behind as the world begins to open up again and, of course, look up to the future.